I was one of you guys once. Came out of the corporate world, Chase Manhattan and Shearson Lehman Brothers. I was pretty good at it, good enough that I could afford to leave the game and start giving back. I loved math, so I decided to become a math teacher. It was rewarding, but I was helping at most maybe 100 to 200 students. And I realized I could help many more as the principal of a middle school. That's what I do out now in Coney Island in Brooklyn at IS 228. I'm keenly aware that the math my 6th, 7th, and 8th graders are studying is the same exact math that they will be on their SATs in a few years. If they don't learn it now, it will have consequences that will affect their lives for many years. When I heard about School of One, I said, this is the transformational idea I've been looking for. I've got to have this for my kids. And now that I've seen School of One in action, I can see that can help thousands, tens of thousands, and millions. So what's so special about School of One? It turns education on its ear. It makes education customer-centric. Who are the customers? The 1.1 million students in New York City. It steals a page from the businesses like Google and Amazon and uses an algorithm to mine data about its customers. The algorithm learns how students learn and adjusts the lesson plan for every child in School of One every single night, so that each morning, every student begins their day with a customized lesson plan. The teachers can see exactly how their students are doing every single day. They don't have to wait for quarterly report cards. Now kids can't hide in the back of the class, afraid to raise their hand because they are one of the slow ones. The algorithm constantly assesses the class and identifies which students are struggling, and my teachers zoom in like a SWAT team to help them progress. The algorithm can tell us whether Johnny learns better on a Tuesday than a Wednesday. With a little investigation, we see that Johnny is coming from gym class on Wednesday. So we make sure he gets the kind of instruction that keeps his little mind focused on accomplishing the task that he has to complete that day. It makes our present approach to education look archaic, which in fact it is. It's 2010, and the classroom hasn't changed for many centuries. 40 children in a room, one teacher teaching to the middle bucket of students. The contemporary classroom is really just a colonial era, one-room schoolhouse with an electronic whiteboard. You can put computers in a traditional school, but that's not using technology for transformational change. It's like putting GPS in a Model T. But this is the future. This is a game changer. So what does the algorithm tell us about how children learn? Sometimes they learn best in groups. Other times they learn one-on-one. Some students are self-motivated and want to boldly go off in search of discovery. God bless them. We give them a laptop and an online lesson plan, and they're free to plow forward. The School of One teaches every student in modality they learn best on any given day. If that's one-on-one tutoring, that's how it's done. If they are encountering a lesson where they would learn better in a small group environment, that's how we teach them. How can we deliver personalized education without quadrupling our teaching staff? It's very simple. We combine 5 classes together, 150 students in one big open room. Take 5 teachers and 3 student teachers, add some cutting-edge technology, and we've created a super learning zone. In one section of the room, you'll see 24 students working alone on laptops, freeing up teachers to focus on those who need extra help. In another corner of the room, we do one-on-one tutoring using remote online tutors, many of them college math majors who give personal virtual instruction. The kids love it. They sit at their computers with their headsets on, unafraid to ask questions, because it's just them and their private tutor. Besides, technology is second nature to these kids. And now I have a faculty, newly re-energized, because they can finally reach and truly teach all their students. This is educational nirvana. It's education for the age of customization. It's nothing you've ever seen before. You have to see this with your own eyes. So come on, take a trip out to Coney Island in Brooklyn, not to ride the cyclone, but to see School of One in action. And don't forget, there's no talking in the hallways.
What we see in lots of urban schools is a wide variety of student levels. We've got schools with kids coming into middle school on a 3rd grade level.
They're from different countries, they have different cultures, they speak different languages.
They can be kinesthetic, they can be verbal, they can be visual learners. How do you actually teach to this diverse group of students?
School of One is based on one simple idea, that we are organizing an entire school around the needs of every one student.
I like the online tutors because you get to work with different teachers from all around the world. The other day I was working with a teacher from North Carolina.
Edwin, how many 3s did we just have?
5.
Right.
I like how we get to use computers to learn math, because I never did that before.
There are 8 different ways that students can learn, and 5 of them are live, and 3 of them are on computers.
I like to work with other people, but not too many people.
You're working with a small group of kids, one teacher and about 8 kids.
I like the communication with the tutor online. I get scared sometimes if I have to look at a teacher and ask them the question, but sometimes you just type the question and they answer it.
At the end of the day, what happens is the students take a 5-question assessment. If they've passed their test, they move on to another skill.
When it says green, that's like a...
When you have a yellow, you kind of have a down phase because you're kind of sad and you want to achieve more because you know you could do better.
When you get red on your modality, you're like, ah!
If they have not passed the test, then the algorithm figures out a new way to teach the student that specific skill.
As the algorithm gets smarter, as it learns the students' skills, it learns their levels, the student gets smarter, the teachers get smarter. We all grow at the same time.
One of the main ideas of School of One is to have technology take a lot off teachers' plate so they can focus on doing what they came into this profession to do.
The algorithm allows us to teach. It allows us to do what we are trained to do. It allows us to do what the Department of Education has invested in us.
School of One is making me the amazing teacher that I always wanted to be. And I'm grateful for that.
One of the teachers overheard a student say to another student, "I am smart. I'm not stupid." It had made her wonder, how long has this one student been harboring the belief that she was stupid? And the only thing that was really stupid was the way we were teaching her.
Any one of these children can grow up to be anything they want to be. President of the United States, a teacher like me. But because of circumstances of birth, they don't have the opportunity. And the School of One gives them that opportunity. It levels the playing field.
I love my teacher.
I love the algorithm.
I love when a parent comes in and says, "What are you doing here?" Because my daughter is doing all sorts of wild math.
I'm a lot better student now.
It really helps me learn faster.
I love when I see a kid excited about this one connection that was just made.
I love School of One.
Every student in New York City is waiting for School of One.
It looks pretty amazing, huh? All that cutting-edge technology almost looks like the Dalton School on the Upper East Side. But I think it's important to point out that IS 228 is a Title I school with over 80% of my students poor enough to qualify for free and reduced lunch. But you folks at Robin Hood came in and provided them with the advantages that those Dalton kids have. I want to thank you for treating my kids as if they are special, because that's precisely what they are. And Robin Hood, thank you, and God bless you.